if you're a purple and gold fan like me, you know that the NBA behind the scenes never stops. And this weekend, an unusual development involving none other than LeBron James reignited a discussion that seemed forgotten: the King's future after his contract with the Lakers. I know many people were surprised to see the image that circulated on social media on Saturday. LeBron James was on a boat alongside Maverick Carter, his right-hand man, and Misko Raznatovic, a name that might not mean much to American fans, but who is simply one of the most influential figures in European basketball. He runs BioBasket, Europe's largest player agency, and counts among his clients none other than Nikola Jokić, the three-time NBA MVP. The caption of the photo posted by Raznatovic on Instagram was as strategic as it was provocative. Summer 2025 is the perfect time to plan something big in fall 2026. For those who follow LeBron's routine and know of his recent frustration with the Lakers, this kind of post isn't something that goes unnoticed. The internet, as expected, exploded with speculation. Is LeBron joining Jokić at the Denver Nuggets? Or is something even bigger at play? But let's break it down, based on reliable investigations and serious behind-the-scenes analysis. According to the front office sports team of journalists, this meeting between LeBron, Carter, and Raznatovic has no direct connection to the Lakers, much less the Nuggets. In fact, everything indicates that the conversation revolved around an ambitious project, an international basketball league completely different from the NBA's structure. According to Bloomberg, this new league would have 12 teams, 6 men's and 6 women's, and would travel to 8 cities around the world. The model would be itinerant, moving away from the traditional fixed-base franchise. This would cut operating costs and open up space for heavy investment in big names. Important detail: this league wouldn't be subject to the same rules as the NBA when it comes to offering equity stakes to players or accepting investments from sovereign wealth funds. And herein lies the big difference. In the NBA, the salary cap limits athletes' earnings, even the greatest in history like LeBron. In this new international league, athletes could receive amounts well above the current NBA cap, in addition to profits from equity stakes. A model similar to what we saw with LIV Golf, financed by the Saudi Arabian Sovereign Wealth Fund. In other words, if this league actually raises the $5 billion it aims for, as has been reported, it would have the capital and freedom to offer something the NBA currently can't: an unlimited contract and a real slice of the business to whoever helps found it. And then comes the inevitable question: would LeBron James play outside the NBA? It's hard to imagine, but not impossible. And the answer may be more tied to the future than the present. LeBron has publicly stated that he wants to own an NBA franchise and that he dreams of a team in Las Vegas. But the market has changed. When he entered the league in 2003, the average franchise value was much lower. Today, they all exceed $3 billion. And even with an estimated personal fortune of $1.2 billion, LeBron would need a strong group of investors to secure the position as governor of a franchise. It's worth remembering he's already part of the Fenway Sports Group, which controls teams like Liverpool and the Boston Red Sox. So he has connections, but the game has become much more expensive. Now imagine an alternative scenario. LeBron becomes the face of a new international league, receives a contract above anything the NBA can offer, and even gains a stake in the league from the outset. This not only reinforces his position as a global sports figure, but also gives him a new path to the coveted ownership position, albeit outside the NBA. And there's more. If LeBron realizes that his potential salary in 2026 doesn't reflect his historical importance, he can use this new league as a negotiating tool. Something he's done in the past: pitch ideas, generate media buzz, and increase his influence on league and team decisions. Let's be realistic. At 42, LeBron will still be a powerful name, but he may not receive the same amount of money from NBA franchises as he's accustomed to. Teams like the Clippers, Heat, or even Mavericks may have cap space, but they're unlikely to offer the same salary level. And if the Cleveland Cavaliers, his original home, do pursue him, it will be for a minimum contract. In this scenario, an offer from the International League, with figures similar to those Cristiano Ronaldo receives in Saudi Arabia, could be more than tempting. It could be logical. And here on the channel, as a Lakers fan and basketball enthusiast, I see a clear message in this meeting on the boat. LeBron is, once again, moving the pieces on the board. There are no concrete signs that he's leaving the Lakers now, but he wants the world to know he has other cards up his sleeve. And timing is important. LeBron's current contract with the Lakers expires after the 2025-26 season. In other words, the fall of 2026 in the Instagram caption is no coincidence. We're possibly seeing the first signs of a move that could change basketball as we know it, both inside and outside the NBA. For Lakers fans, this raises a red flag. If the front office is truly treating LeBron like an expiring contract, as some insiders have pointed out, and isn't planning a future with him, then other interested parties, including this new league, may seize the opportunity. And the question remains, are the Lakers prepared to deal with LeBron's permanent departure? In short, the meeting between LeBron, Carter, and Raznatovic could be a strategic step, not only to explore new financial avenues, but also to further leverage LeBron's global presence as a sports icon. Whether as a player, team owner, or pioneer of a new league model, the King continues to dictate the rules of the game. And now I want to hear from you. What do you think of these behind-the-scenes moves? Is LeBron really eyeing a departure from the NBA, or is this just a ploy to pressure the Lakers and boost his reputation once again? Do you think the Lakers should already start planning for the future without him, or is it worth doing everything they can to ensure he ends his career in purple and gold? Leave your opinion in the comments, and if you want to keep up with all the news about our Lakers, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and like. Here, you'll always get exclusive news with serious analysis, straight from fan to fan. And if you're wondering how all of this could directly impact the future of our franchise, I'll tell you straight up, this move is not something the Lakers can ignore. LeBron James, even entering his 22nd season in the NBA, is still the most powerful face in world basketball. He dictates the pace of behind-the-scenes conversations, moves sponsors, attracts media, and carries unparalleled clout on and off the court. Losing LeBron to any other team, or worse, to a new international league, isn't just a sporting loss. It's a loss of influence, global relevance, and leadership within the locker room. Now think with me, what if this is just the beginning? If this new league truly takes hold and begins to attract other elite veterans with promises of million-dollar earnings, freedom of expression, and equity stakes, won't other historic names also consider such a move? Players like Kevin Durant, who have also spoken openly about their future in the sport and their investments outside the NBA, could be interested in this type of proposal. The truth is, LeBron could open an unprecedented door, not just for himself, but for a whole new era of global athletes who want to go beyond the NBA's rules. And here's my warning as a fan, the Lakers need to act strategically. LeBron's possible departure in 2026 can't take the board by surprise. It's time to start building a succession plan, responsibly and intelligently. We know Bronny James is already part of the roster, and that LeBron wants to play alongside his son. But are the Lakers willing to be part of this story until the end, or will they let the biggest name of the modern era slip away? Furthermore, there's an emotional factor that can't be ignored. LeBron James' legacy with the Lakers is different from the one he built in Cleveland or Miami. Here, he brought a title in 2020, yes, but there's still that feeling that the mission isn't complete. The ideal farewell would be with one more run at the title, perhaps even one last game at Staples Center, or better yet, Crypto.com Arena, with a number 6 jersey being cheered by us all. Any other ending, especially outside the NBA, would leave a bitter taste in the fans' mouths. But let's be realistic. The Lakers have to show they live up to LeBron's ambition. And that starts now, in 2025. Building a competitive roster, showing a vision for the future, treating their biggest star with the respect he demands and deserves. If the franchise continues to treat him as an expiring contract, as the behind-the-scenes reports suggest, the message you're sending is clear. There's no room for the King in the future of the purple and gold court. So, fellow fans, is that what we want? Or do we still believe there's time to reverse this narrative, renew this contract, and allow LeBron James to end his career as a true Laker? Personally, I believe the Lakers need to do more. They need to show they're still the center of the NBA universe, not just another franchise trying to balance payroll and draft picks. Because if LeBron is truly thinking about building something outside the league, perhaps the reason is precisely this: a lack of genuine commitment to winning, legacy, and innovation. And one detail that really catches my attention, the connection between Raznatovic and Excel Sports, the agency that represents Jokić and has a strong presence in both the United States and Europe, opens the door to a new form of career management in modern basketball. Agencies with this kind of influence can build bridges between continents, generate billion-dollar opportunities, and transform athletes into shareholders in their own futures. LeBron isn't just playing chess, he's shaping the board. There's no doubt that the next few months will be decisive. Between boardroom decisions, market movements, Bronny's development, and the behind-the-scenes details of this new international league, the Lakers will have to balance all of this with the usual pressure, Win now, but plan for tomorrow. And for those of you who have made it this far, once again, I want to know, right arrow, what do you think the Lakers should do? Right arrow, should they renew LeBron's contract until the end of his career or prepare the groundwork for a rebuild without him? Right arrow, do you believe this international league has a real chance of taking LeBron out of the NBA? Let me know in the comments. Your opinion is crucial for us to keep this channel updated with the most relevant and direct analysis of everything happening in the Lakers world. Honestly, seeing LeBron James in a meeting with businessmen trying to create an international league parallel to the NBA fills me with a mixture of concern and respect. Concern because even if all of this is speculative for now, we know how LeBron works. He never takes a step without intention. His every move off the court has a strategic purpose, whether to gain influence, send a message, or prepare for the next big chapter in his career. And here's my view as a fan: the Lakers are playing with fire. If the front office is truly treating the league's biggest name as a mere expiring contract, as if he were just another piece of cap space, then they're ignoring everything LeBron represents, on and off the court. It's not just about titles. It's about legacy, brand, media, clout, and leadership. No other player in the NBA has the global impact he does. And even at 40, he still delivers at a high level on the court. Now, if he leaves and plays outside the NBA, especially if he's launching a new league, the damage will be enormous. Not just for the Lakers, but for the league itself. It's the kind of move that could change the game forever. And you know what worries me most? It's that all of this seems to be happening just when the Lakers should be preparing a dignified farewell to one of the greatest in history. We're not talking about just any player. We're talking about LeBron James, and yes, he's already part of Lakers history. A title in 2020, years leading the team even without ideal support, being competitive with an often questionable roster. He deserves respect. He deserves consideration. And he deserves a say in the team's future. If he leaves because he wants to explore a new adventure, make room for his son, and finish his career on another continent, fine. As a fan, I'll understand. But if he leaves because the Lakers didn't value who he is, that will hurt. A lot. So here's my unfiltered opinion. The Lakers need to wake up now. They need to build a competitive roster, show they're willing to give LeBron the ideal conditions to compete for another title. And if you don't want to count on him until the end, be honest and transparent. But don't treat an icon as if he were disposable. Because if the Lakers don't value what they have, there are people out there ready to do that. And you reading or watching this video, think with me. Do you want to see LeBron James retire with a different jersey or lead the Lakers back to the finals once again? Time is ticking, and the window is closing. Either we act now, or we'll watch from afar as he changes the course of world basketball without us.